Hi, my name is Teresa Jurgens, and I am the author of the Innovation Process book. We have been doing a series of read-alongs for 25 episodes. This is episode 26. You can pick that up on YouTube, and we are currently in the latter half of chapter 14, which talks about phases and tools in WAGILE product development, which is a chapter within part 3, WAGILE product development, where WAGILE stands for waterfall and agile combined into a made-up word, but it involves the processes that have staged and gated activities, but are iterative with inside them. So they bring the best of waterfall and the best of agile worlds together. We are covering stage 4 today, which is on pages 189 to 196. So let's go ahead and get started. Stage 4, scale up. Passing the technology gate in WAGILE product development moves the new product project into the scale-up stage. While most of the design for the new product was validated in stage 3, stage 4 is used to finalize details for market planning and full-scale production. Results and data from the technical development stage are used to create final marketing collateral and construct manufacturing facilities. While the core WAGILE team, which is cross-functional new product development team, team leader, project leader, and customer representative, stay together throughout the project, many sub-teams join the project at this point. Engineering, commissioning, and startup teams take over from R&D functions, while outbound marketing and sales play a larger role than inbound marketing. Passing the constructability gate, as described in Chapter 12, involves final market testing and planning for QA, QC, and production. Some suggested tools and activities are shown for Stage 4 in Figure 1414 on the screen. During scale-up, final product specifications are implemented and any outstanding market or technology issues are resolved. Stage 4 tools. Many of the tools from earlier phases in WAGILE product development are applicable as the new product is scaled for commercialization. Iterations and recycle should not be expected at a high rate if the earlier stages were completed with detail. The constructability gate focuses on final market preparations and quality management. Quality management. Common quality control tools to implement during new product development and commercialization were described in Chapter 12. As manufacturing ramps to full-scale production, the team will use 7 quality management and planning tools to ensure smooth operation of the factories and customer satisfaction. Some of these tools are useful for troubleshooting as well. Activity network diagram. Used to illustrate the sequence and connectivity of events, activity network diagrams can be helpful in monitoring milestones for the project. Some variations of activity network diagrams are also used in value chain analysis and simplified value stream mapping, discussed in Appendix B, to help teams visualize process steps and relationships among them. Affinity diagram. Discussed as a convergent thinking tool, see Figure 14-8 in a previous episode. Affinity diagrams help to organize large amounts of data. In WAGILE Stage 4, affinity diagrams may be used to identify and categorize market data to target commercial launches within certain segments or customer populations. Interrelationship diagram. Perhaps used the most in troubleshooting as manufacturing ramps for the new product, interrelationship diagrams help to sort confusing and complex information. While implementing brainstorming and root cause analysis, inputs and outputs of different steps in the process are connected and analyzed for quality issues. Matrix diagram. This tool reveals relationships between sets of data and the importance of information elements. It is useful to sort and analyze initial sales feedback for new products, especially if there are significant differences among market segments, geographies, and/or forecast data. Prioritization matrix. As an example output of the product portfolio management system, provides prioritized project selection lists. In cases in which an MVP, minimum viable product, is launched, this tool can help organize customer feedback to determine which features or functions should be included in the next product launch. Process Decision Program Chart, the PDPC. As production ramps for the new product, the Process Decision Program Chart illustrates potential manufacturing or marketing issues, events that could go wrong, and lists appropriate countermeasures. A standard risk assessment presented as a probability impact chart, see Figure 19-10 in a future episode, is an example of this type of chart. And finally, the tree diagram. This tool helps the WAGILE team analyze larger questions or problems by breaking the topic into a hierarchy of tasks necessary to address the issue. The fishbone diagram described in Chapter 12 is an example of breaking down a problem into predetermined topics. A tree diagram, for instance, would add the hierarchy and relationship of those topics to aid in troubleshooting and analysis. Value chain analysis. For a product, the value chain consists of all the steps in the life cycle, including ideation through sales, that delivers profit to the producer. Primary aspects of a value chain include traditional activities necessary to design, develop, manufacture, market, and sell the product. Supporting activities include company policies and procedures, infrastructure, and technical capabilities. Like simplified value stream mapping, value chain analysis looks at the cost and value of each activity in the product life cycle. Each step is evaluated from the perspective of adding value to a customer through product differentiation or of increasing value to the firm by reducing costs. Also, somewhat like the customer journey map, the value chain analysis focuses on the internal procedures for product management, including development and manufacture. An intense examination of the product value chain highlights opportunities for product enhancement and process streamlining. Coupled with a study of the business model canvas, the value proposition of a new product can be improved even before commercialization. A template for value chain analysis is shown here in Figure 14-15. Product taxonomy. While the customer representative and project leader will refer to the product taxonomy frequently, launching a new product offers an opportunity to ensure the fit of the new product with other products at the firm. A product taxonomy is a breakdown of product lines and products within a business unit. Clear categorization and grouping of product families generates efficiencies in development, marketing, and manufacture. The WAGILE team and functional work groups coalesce within product categories to minimize rework and take advantage of shared knowledge as the new product is scaled at commercialization. Figure 14-16 on the screen shows a sample product taxonomy for the e-commerce division of a company selling clothing and accessories. Within each portfolio, separate product lines identify searchable categories such as men's shirts, women's shoes, and handbags. From a software perspective, the company also invests in products to deliver value to the customer experience, such as a checkout cart and payment processing. These individual software products are integrated and linked as shown in the product taxonomy of Figure 14-16 through product lines, but are also supported by product development and operational teams, often with shared resources. Stage 4 activities. Activities in Stage 4 build upon the work done in Stage 3, yet generally at a larger scale. Product prototypes in the manufacturing process are finalized. Importantly, requirements are generated that will provide guidance to the factories for production quality and to the sales and marketing functions for customer use. The prototype. Figure 14-13 illustrated a prototype testing plan for a new product. As the product is scaled to commercial production levels, initial prototype samples are internally and externally tested to validate functionality and quality. Several different market testing techniques were outlined in Chapter 12, and many of these are deployed during Stage 4 to validate marketing messages with target customers. Up to this point, lower fidelity prototypes were acceptable to verify specific features, form and function of product components. In the scale-up phase of WAGILE product development, prototypes must be tested under realistic conditions using commercial production methods. Various prototype and product use tests verify that the product works as expected and that consumers know how to use the product without special training. Alpha test. The alpha test uses pre-production or initial batch output from the full-scale manufacturing facility for internal testing. Alpha tests use employees, staff, and trusted partners to find and eliminate design deficiencies while they use the new product under normal conditions. Beta test. Beta tests are external to the firm and may utilize lead customer panels or other end users with which the organization maintains close relationships. Tests are designed to determine if the new product works in a real environment, including any products or accessories that customers might commonly use with the product. Feedback from beta tests can be critical to rapidly address any functional issues with a new product. Gamma test. Typically used with pharmaceuticals and medical devices, the gamma test determines if customers experience any real or placebo secondary effects when using the new product in a live environment. Of course, product functionality is tested along with any observed deficiencies in the product design, but the main purpose of the gamma test is to validate customer satisfaction. Note that the IP plan created in Stage 3 must be fully implemented when product use tests commence. In the majority of situations, intellectual property must be obtained before a product is introduced to external users. This will somewhat protect the company from competitive attacks for a new-to-the-world product. Different timeframes apply to trademark names and logos, so it is important that the legal department is consulted early in the new product development process and before significant exposure of external parties to the new product idea. Verify. Because the WAGILE philosophy includes managing risk, verifying specifications and quality are integral to success in launching a new product. As production scales to commercial levels, the product specifications must be finalized with the product specifications and production specifications. Product and manufacturing trials are completed. The final business case is presented, including manufacturing trials and initial pricing strategies, see Figure 12-8, and marketing strategies, see Figure 14-10. In some instances, the WAGILE team will verify market responses with additional market research methods like conjoint analysis. Conjoint analysis is a statistical technique that measures the value potential customers place on different attributes of the new product or service. Different features are presented to customers at different levels to verify the combination of features and functions for each new product, say basic or luxury. Validating the assumed pricing strategy is a key outcome of the conjoint analysis and the verify step. An example of conjoint analysis is shown in Figure 14-17. In this example, all the features are available in a new product, but the WAGILE team is testing which combination is preferred by customers. Each bundle of features could be offered to a different market segment, or the firm may offer just one product as an entry point to the market. Gathering data on what percentage of target customers will adopt the product or which bundle of features is preferred can solidify the business case as well as help in determining marketing approaches and lifecycle profitability. In summary, Stage 4 is often very specific to an organization, product, and industry. The goal of scale-up is to ensure that the new product is in its final form, meeting customer needs and leaving them satisfied. From a manufacturing perspective, the new product must be produced within quality standards and at the throughput needed to meet market needs. If the product can be successfully scaled to commercial levels and customers continue to be satisfied with the offering, the constructability gate is passed. The new product then moves into stage 5 as a mainstream offering for the organization. In the next episode, we will wrap up with stage 5 and the end of chapter 14. Apologies for a very long chapter, but there is so much information, so many tools, activities, and templates for WAGILE that this is a very meaty chapter with a lot of information for you to use and apply to your business. Again, you can get a copy of the Innovation Process book by scanning that QR code. And if you'd like to join the class starting on August 12th, 2025, scan the QR code in the circle, get registered. It's very inexpensive for 6 weeks of in-depth information on processes for your innovation systems, and we will customize to fit your particular needs. So thanks for participating and reading along with me on the Innovation Process book. We'll pick up on stage 5 in the next episode. Thanks